Welcome back, episode 5 on Wola Zabierzowska. We'll get there eventually. Yeah, we're back at episode 5. We've moved forward into November the 1st. And it's raining. Of course it would be. Oh, great demand at the stone point. We've no stones to sell. Yeah, we're back for episode 5. We've moved forward. You would generally think in November there's not much to do. But we should have 3 fields of grass that are ready, fully ready to harvest. Yes, they are. They should all be ready. Ready to go. Get going. Get them cut. Get them tethered. Windrowed and baled up. Now, wasn't expecting rain, but we got rain. What's the weather forecast? Let's have a look. Ooh, rain to last for another while, 11 o'clock. Okay, let's do some housekeeping before we do any work. Okay, our fields are ready. Why is field 44 only 50% fertilised? The other two say they're not mulched, and they were. Game, you're annoying me. That's Farmland Overview mod. It just gives you an indication what's going on. Okay, gonna take a bit of time to get the grass cut, and I was kind of thinking, if we put a front mower on, we would get through it a lot quicker. I wonder what they'll be hunting in the second-hand market. That would aid us. It was rare ones, but we haven't got the power anyway for them. Mowers and going slow, looking for a front mower. I know they're not expensive to buy. No, we'd have to upgrade the tractor. Hold on. Let's see how much it would be to upgrade this tractor to put 3-point on the front. Now, I'm wondering, would we run into problems putting the front mower on this anyway, because it's not a lot of horsepower. It's 160. Okay, customize. And we go down to the weights. We change that for 3-point with. Does that 3-point give us a PTO? I assume it does. I know it's not visible when you look at it, but I think it comes up when you. So it'll be 1200, okay? And if we were to buy a front mower, I was just thinking for speed, it'd be so much quicker. And we're going to be doing grass work going forward. So if we go for single front mower, 1300. Nothing cheaper than that, there isn't now. Could go with that. Now, effectively, you could just go with the basic mower on it. You know what? We won't bother. 2 of them are the same. That would match up. Requires 70. And the one we have, which isn't shown in the market, right? Oh, it is. It's the 3-meter one. Is shown 60 and 70. You know what? I'm not going to bother, because I think it'll only push us on the power end a little bit tight. Okay, I don't mind the rain. I'm going to get cutting the grass, get started, and we will worry about the rain. 3 headlands is enough. We'll worry about the rain for when we get around to tethering. Hopefully it will have stopped by then. Okay, 3 headlands. We'll lock into that one. Start up the mower. It's dropped down. And off we go. Okay. So we're doing our first cut on our own planted fields. First harvest of any of our own sown crops, if you know what I mean. We're going to have to windrow it. Tether, then windrow it. But I don't really mind. I don't mind. We've nothing else to do in this month anyway. This is the only thing we have to do, is to get our feed started, I suppose you could say. We can actually drive on the outside until we get to the pole. We'll have to go in around it. We'll get our feed started. We'll get our hay made. We've 44,000 in the bank after everything is being paid. So we're not doing too bad. We would have paid out small production costs and interest, of course, on the loan, which isn't too bad. So we'll have our 3 contracts to do this month as well. Kind of happy with the way things are going. It seems to be going okay. Okay, we have had no income so far from crops or anything like that, unlike other people who would have had crops and would have sold them off the fields. We haven't had any of that, and I'm just looking at our greenhouses, which we now need to shut down. They've not produced more pallets. So just give me 1 second. I'm just going to stop this here and see what's in them. Yeah, they haven't produced. That's kind of a bit of a pain. But the agreement was we would not have them active once we hit November. Okay, we're going to stick with it. I could put them out selling, and at 10 o'clock what's in there would sell. But no, I wanted to add a bit of spice to it, let's say. That's what I've done. Our product is still there. I can still set them to sell, and they would. But no, that's what I wrote in my own set of rules I wrote. So I'm going to stick to it. I'll stick with it. Take the pain. Do the few contracts. I'm not even going to look at the contracts yet, because they'll only have started to update now as we move forward, and there will be more contracts there that will come up by the time we get our fields done. And I don't want to be looking at contracts while I have work outstanding to get done and get started on. So anyway, let me work away at this. Let me get this grass fields cut, and I'll bring you back in when we're done and dusted with that. So literally now it is coming up to it's 8 minutes past 9 in the morning. Let's see how long it takes to get these fields cut. I'll bring you back when I have them done. Still cutting the grass. I'm on the last field. I speed up time for quite a bit. Brought it up half an hour on, trying to get rid of the rain, but no joy. I really didn't want to run it any further up. Not that I'm stuck for time. It's just kind of wanted to be a bit realistic about tethering the grass and leaving it then until tomorrow to actually windrow and bale it, which would be the second day. Oh, there's a bit in the other field I missed. Don't want to go into the other field, because if I do, it's going to I'm just going to take out this headland. It's going to change the lines onto the other field. I just want to get the headland done, and then we'll go over. Can do up and downs quite peacefully. This is just follow. I know the line turns and goes up. I'm going to turn around and go back now and get knockout out of it. Yeah, yield is pretty good. Yield is pretty good. We just on the loam, we're doing okay. We have the loam on the fields, and of course we have sandy loam on other parts of it. You can see the yellow bits start coming up. Oh yeah, I forgot this turns. I'm cutting all my grass, edges and everything. If it can be cut and it's part of my field, that's what we do. Now we'll have plenty of room on the headland now. I'll just knock out these other bits. Yeah, it's going to take another little while to get it done. Even after speeding it up, I'm probably going the best part of an hour at this stage. We don't have anything else to do, so it ain't a problem. I'm kind of glad now I didn't buy the front mower because this is quick enough to get through it. We're making good headway. That piece of grass is behind me over there. I have to go get it. Every time I drove over and I see it, I think the rain may be disappearing. Hopefully. Anyway, for now, can I just continue on? Oh, lifted it up, of course. Trying to lock in the traction, keep calling it traction control, the cruise control, and ended up lifting the mower. Not very realistic driving over my grass, but I suppose there is mods that give you, there is actually mods that give you crop destruction on your grass if you drive over it before you cut it. Much and all as I'm into realism, I don't actually run that one. There's the thought. No thanks, I run enough real stuff as it is. Okay, I'll get the rest of this knocked out and I'll bring it back. Rain has finally stopped, we're nearly there. Another couple of runs. Yeah, I noticed that the tractor's running at 22 kph doing this. It goes with slightly quicker downhill. But and I knew it wasn't running at that before, so I put on an earlier video where I was using it, but I was using it straight out of the shop when I hadn't repaired it, and the tractor wasn't repaired. There was a lot more damage on both the tractor and the actual mower in episode 2 when I first started using it, and it would only run at 19 to 20 kilometers an hour. So obviously the damages affects the speed that it runs at. I didn't actually think it was that sensitive on the lights of a mower, but yeah, it definitely, because it's been running at 22 the whole time. I could have went into the menu and had a look at it in the shop to see what the working speed is for it. I'm sure it is 22, but it just caught my eye straight off because I knew it was running at 20. Yeah, it's just the way something kind of stuck in my head, and I was wondering. But there you go. Don't know, you probably already knew that. Well, I know some people would, but I didn't realise it would affect a mower to the extent of dropping it down 2 kilometers an hour. Yeah, this has taken, speeded up the clock to bring up a half an hour time fairly quick, but still wasn't running that at, I think it was running that 3 times or something like that. I let it run, so this has taken a good, it's over an hour anyway to do all 3 fields, and the rain has stopped, thankfully. So I think I've gotten everything, and forgive me for getting all the headlands, but they're my headlands. I know there's not much grass in them, but they're still my headlands. I cut every single bit. Okay, there's a tiny bit I missed. Not gonna leave it. I've done all the rest, so it's going. And that's it. So, we're gonna park this. Gonna give it a break. Gonna use the star and drop off the loader and use it for doing the what you call it? I should have washed it. I'll let the washer will reach from there anyway. Drop it off. Now, forward, knock her off. Okay. Let's use this baby, because she should be powerful enough anyway to run the. Let me leave this. I'll put it over here. I've kind of left that space there. There is a garage that matches that house, and I kind of left the space there to put the garage down, but it's 10 grand and it's a decoration really. You would put stuff in it, but not a lot. You park your car in it. And at this moment in time, 10 grand is 10 grand. It's a lot of money. So I will save that for um, when I in the money. We'll use it then. Okay, just had a quick look through the contracts while I was on a long run. A nice baling contract. The ploughing contract, the only thing that puts me off is it'll be a long one. But you know what? If I have time and I've nothing else to do, I may do it. Stone picking contract as well. Anyone who knows me, no, I won't say I'm an avid stone picking fan, but I don't mind doing stone picking. It's just me. I know a lot of people hate it and turn stones off and won't, under any circumstances, do stone picking. Now, you'd think I would have bought a wider tether, but you know, we bought what was in the second-hand market. That was it. Did I repair it? No, I didn't. Okay, I'll do the headland and then I might go in and repair it. It just might make it a little bit faster. I think it's only 16 kilometers per hour, but you don't run the 15 down the hill, so it probably needs to be repaired. I just brought it back from the no, I did actually repair, so it must be the tractor. Okay, I'll repair the tractor and I'll get on with this, and I will update you when it's done. Grass tethering almost finished, just the last couple of runs, and yeah, I'm going to do what I said. I'm going to leave it on the field until tomorrow, as you normally would in real life. Apparently someone was saying you had to leave the grass in the older versions of FS to actually dry. I know there's mods you can get and stuff like that. You can do things like that, but I'm happy enough with the amount of mods I'm running, because I think when you start going too deep, you invite problems. And for that reason, I kind of will try things out, but not on a series I'm recording videos on in case it goes pear-shaped. Not saying it will, but you know. So we're going to finish this. We've a couple of contracts there to deal with. I think there's about almost 20 grand in total between the three that were there last time I checked. Now I haven't checked since I started tethering, so I don't know whether there could be even more there now. Quite a possibility. Yeah, that's it, job done. That actually wasn't too bad, to be honest with you. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get my gear cleaned up, because I didn't clean the tractor last time when I came in with this either. And I didn't clean the mower, I didn't clean anything that I used. Well, I normally do anyway, so. Okay, I'll bring you back in a little bit. Just heading to the shop and looking at all the autumn colours around. Why am I heading to the shop? All will be revealed. Oh yeah, there's a lime buying station down here. I don't know what way it's priced. It just seems a long way to drive to get lime. Then again, we don't get that often. Okay. Okay, two things. Repaint. Right, why am I repainting? Why am I repairing? Because we're selling. Trusty Fiat is gone. Why is the Fiat gone? I've gone upgraded to 180 horsepower. 10 grand to do that, and then the second-hand market, I just happened to jump in, and this beauty is in the second-hand market. It's less hours on it. It has 23. The other one was coming up on, I think it was 45. Do I need an attacher on a well? You know what? We can put it on after the Azera compact. We need to put it on. So, yeah, it's 175 max, which is grand. That's within our 200 horsepower limit. And I haven't really used John Deere's much on PC. I've been honest with you, because when I was playing on the PlayStation at the start, I used them all the time. So I kind of decided to not use them too much. Now, let's repair it here. Now it makes no difference where I repaired. 588. Right, I just want to check customize. Oh, it has narrow tires on it. I was just going to see, can I put narrows on it for the sprayer? That is good. I was kind of wondering. Wide tires, wheel weight standard. We leave the Michelin's on it. We're going to do that. We're going to upgrade, because I was just checking that narrows would work for crop destruction. I think this is a nice upgrade. And I put the number plate on. Oh, and usually leave them off, but should get out before that car comes down. Let's jump in. Yeah, this is nice. Not the one I was after. There is another one. SL modding. One that I really like. Oh, and look, I have beacons. I didn't have beacons. Now if I can remember how to turn them on. No, that's the indicator. The other indicator. How do you turn it? No, making a mess of this. I'm thinking of the PlayStation hitting the pad. Okay, we're stuck with an indicator on. We'll sort it out. I'm trying to find the beacons. Where are the beacons? Ah, there we go. We found the beacons. Yeah, I think it's a nice upgrade. We're down a little bit of money, but for this upgrade, yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. That's a really, really nice upgrade. Oh, that's how you did the gear change. Okay, didn't realise that. Yeah, it'll just give us that bit of extra power we need for doing the work. And yeah, I'm a John Deere owner. Oof. I wasn't expecting that. I just happened to go in and check the market, and I seen it, and it had been there, but I missed it. There's another one there which is 79 or 75,000, which I wasn't considering at all. Then I seen this in there for 33 or 32, just under 33, and there was no Azera compact, and I knew once I put it on, it would give me around the same. And plus, it has a 3-point on the front. So, yeah, grand. You upgrade. Now, beacons off. That's how you turn the indicators off on the controller. Have that now. Okay. Let's have a look, see what we're going to put this through on. I did notice, I was just checking crops, I noticed I can sow wheat, and I suppose you call it winter wheat. Can still sow it in November if I really wanted to. Contracts, getting distracted again. Contracts. We said we were going to do this one. We have the equipment. This one. I'll leave the ploughing one for now. But yeah, we'll go and do that. Baling contract. Which shed is the baler in? The other one. In there. This one or the other one. There we go. And I've a John Deere tractor for a John Deere baler. There you go. Yeah, it's just one of these things. I used John Deere all the time when I was playing Farming Simulator on PlayStation when it came out. And that's why I won't say I avoided them. There was just so much other stuff to try that I just decided to try other brands. That was it. Okay, I'll get up to the field, get this started, I'll bring it back in at some stage then. Okay, on the field, baling away. And we've beacon on the baler as well. I forgot to put them on because I hadn't got them. I wasn't using them. Yeah, the poor outfit was it just seemed to be the damage was coming up really, really quick on it. And it just seemed to be using a lot of diesel. Now that could be in the mod itself. I'm not sure whether that can be built into the actual mod. So I'd been watching the market for an upgrade or for something, but I was going to hang on to it for longer anyway, because I just thought, it's doing us for what we have in our own fields. But yeah, I just couldn't let this go because it was too good an offer. It's limited to 175 horsepower, which suits me. I'm not going to use more than, say, probably about 210 horsepower anyway. Reason I've kind of set 210 is it covers the Massey Ferguson, it covers the New Holland, the T7. There's a few tractors which come in at 210 max, and that's why I said that. Now the other John Deere is looking at the I don't know the exact model of it, but it had a max of 220 now, which would have kind of maybe say, right now, if I push that, well then where do I go? Do I go to 230 then the next time? So I would have left that. I think it went to 190 or something before 220, so it would have worked out perfect. But yeah, wasn't expecting to be buying the John Deere. And yeah, it matches the baler. It looks the part. So I think regards our large tractor, we're established now. We know what we have, we want, and that's it. Small little run around. It's a little bit too small for the loader, which is what I wanted it for, which you see when I tried lifting the which was it, the pallets of seed or whatever one it was. I can't remember. I know it wasn't a line. When I tried lifting them, it was tilting up forward. It could only lift one at a time. So we may look at changing that down the road. But for now anyway, I'll get on with this. I'll get it done and dusted. And yeah, I'll crack on with the other contract as well, the stone picking one. So moving on to the stone picking contract. We're using our own equipment. First time to use the John Deere for one of these. Let's see how it goes. Should go better than the Fiat did anyway. Let's stick in the maximum headlands, which I usually do. Go with the flow. And I'm blocking the road. Now, off we go. Yeah, we get this done. I haven't collected the other contract yet. We'll do that when we have this one done. Still don't think anything else has come up. Bale wrapping. We haven't got a wrapper. Baling, we could do that, but we've already done a baling contract now. Looking to do 3 different ones. Mowing, maybe. It's a field right beside us. Still looking at that ploughing contract. I'm looking at the money and thinking about time. I've plenty of time. Now I know we can borrow the items. I'm wondering, should I borrow the items and pay that? Like I'll lose it nearly 1,959 by borrowing the items. So we'll get just 6,900 and something if we do that. I don't know. We might. Okay, this is struggling a little bit. I didn't think this would struggle. Although we're going uphill. I didn't think it would struggle with this stone picker. It could be just the lines in this field are going crossways, so we're going to cross them. If we were to go in line with them, it'll probably move faster. So maybe we might just take the short route back and forth across. Let's see when we get up to the end here now and we turn. If it speeds up, we'll know. Kind of hope this tractor gearbox will be slightly better than the Fiat. We've more power. It doesn't matter. I think other than that, it might be similar enough in operation. I know there's a mod you can download that starts at the. There you go. We're going in line with the furrows. It's moving faster, so maybe it is. Maybe it is that's kind of causing it to slow down a little bit when you're going across them. Let's see. We're moving at 40, and I think the working speed on this is 15. Let's see what happens now. Although we're going downhill now. That'll probably go at 15 anyway. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're going to work away at this. It's 12:44 in the morning, afternoon. Yeah, afternoon's after 12. We get this done. We might borrow the items and do that ploughing contract. We wait and see if there's anything else come up. And then we can get our, when we move forward into tomorrow, it should be the 2nd day of November, then we can windrow our hay and get it baled up and get it brought in. So even if it was to half do the ploughing now and then half do it tomorrow, that might be a way of actually breaking it up so it doesn't seem so monotonous, because it's a big field. It will probably take an hour plus of real time to actually do it. And I'm coming off the back of ploughing our own fields, which took a bit of time, but yeah, I'll think about while I'm doing this. I'll update you then. Contract is finished, but we're just on the last row now. I'm just going to pick them up anyway and just clear the field. Didn't take too long. What did I say, 12:44 when we started, so we're looking at what 20 and what say just under 40 minutes. There's one little line there where I missed. I'm not going to go back. It's just where the picker was full. Yeah, it didn't take too long. Decent enough money for it. And there's something about doing stone picking contracts. I actually like doing them. I think it's the texture, because the texture changes, and I like doing tasks like that, although most farming tasks are like that. I don't know what it is about stone picking that makes me feel much better than any other thing. That's why I like doing them. I like because the field looks so tidy after it. I think that's it. So we've 4,000 litres of stone because we emptied the picker twice. I actually thought this trailer was probably going to end up full, which is 8,000 litres, but no, we've 4,000. We're going to sell these directly over at the sell point, which is just over that other road there. It's not too far away. And yeah, we won't get a lot for them. Be 5,000, little over 5,000 litres, which will be, what's it, 50 euro a litre it was. I don't think that's changed much. Let's see what this is telling us in stock check. Is it giving us something for our hay yet? No, not unless it's baled up. Right, stones. Need to go down onto the second menu. All the way down. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. So much stuff. There we go. Oh, we're actually at not too bad a price. 69. Okay. Oh, tell you what, let's not waste diesel. Let's turn you off, and we'll get this back to the yard. Now, I'm going to get this stones. I'll get over to the sell point. Let's see what we get for them. Bring it back when I get there. I'll get this back to the yard first. Right, we're going to get these stones sold. Let's see what we get for them. We'll go in this way this time, since I remember now my way in through here. As I said, when I played this map before, I came through here so many times because I knew I could see that car in the mirror. I just caught a glimpse of it and I said, I better slow down and see if it'll go past me. Yeah. Hello, you're in the way, get out of the way. All of this stuff is just sitting there, you can't do anything with it. Quite a well stocked up yard. Root crops and potatoes go in here, and here's our sell point. Here we go. Let's see what we get for our whatever, over 5,000 litres. Not bad. It's gone up, gone up. We'll make 50,000. No, we won't. Not a chance. We got 408 and 52. So there you go. 460. Not bad going. Okay, that's that done. Let's get back to the farm and not crash into the tree. I'm going to see what we're going to do next. Okay, I'm in the store again, and we have our mind made up. I'm going to accept that ploughing contract, but I'm going to actually take the equipment that comes with it, which is a JCB and a decent sized plough, because it's a big field. To do with our one, I'd be doing it all day for the rest of the day. Not that that's a problem, but yeah, we'll have our contract out of the way then. Just coming through the village, just coming up to the vehicle dealership, the opposite way that I normally come up. Let's see, I ain't coming that way. Never ain't coming that way. They're always coming down this way. Yeah. So we have our 3 contracts then. Once we do that, we'll have our 3 contracts done for November. Yeah, I would have likened it with the field that we're going to put our flax in, to put oilseed radish into it, but that can't be done. That had to be done last month. It can't be done. So I don't think there's any other cover crop we can stick in now. We just have grass, and we could put wheat in if we wanted, which is no point in putting wheat into it. Couple other things going on that I'm not I'll reveal in due course. A few other little I won't say tricks up my sleeve. A few other little things I'm going to do, just to add a little bit of spice to it, as if it's not already spicy enough. Okay, what am I doing here? You ask. Okay, let's see. Repair. We go down here and repaint. Repair. You know what's coming next. Why is he doing that? Okay, let me show you why I'm doing that. Let's go around here. Browsing there, I've gone past this in the second-hand market. I've done it many times, and I just happened to spot it because we were having issues with that tractor lifting the bales. I was looking at getting something slightly bigger, and then I seen this tire here, which is, what is it, 155 horsepower. That's the 3-point on, which is $5,000 extra. It has no attacher, so we'll go with the yurt, which we're going to do. It has no ability to put on the Azera Compact, so it's really going to just okay. There's nothing else we need to change on that. Front fenders, no, we don't need that. Wheel setup, it will do narrows, so it can be used as a spraying tractor for an extra $1,000. And to be honest with you, we can bump the power up. What does it go to in total? 190 is the high end, so that's 18.5 for that. We don't need 190 when we have the other one, but it actually goes higher than the other one. So one of the main reasons behind I'm going to buy it, no point in flapping about. Now, we made money on that sale. We need to buy a front loader though. It was a quickie loader in the sale equipment, but we said we were going to use the Hauer one, so we're going to stick with that. Basically decided on this decision because of the fact that that tractor was, hold on, where are we? 5. That does up to 120 horsepower. Then we're into spending an extra what? If we want to go with that, it'd be 120 horsepower. So basically the same, it's just black. Can we customize that to black? We can, yeah. $500 extra. And that's cost us $6,000, so still $2,500 less. So we're going to buy that. Could have made it white, couldn't I? Match the star. Ah, well. It's on now. We can always change it. Okay. You have to take the opportunities when they arise. Like I said, upgrade. Hadn't used Steyr tractors at all, apart from on contracts a few times. And yeah, it's got a 3-point on the front. It's got PTO as well, has it? Not sure whether it has or not. It has, yeah, I think it has. It's the way some of them it doesn't show up. It just gives me the opportunity to what you call it? I can use this tractor as a spray tractor if I have a sprayer on it down the roads. Now, let's do a repair. You know, the gas thing is, this could actually work out a better option than the John Deere, and I thought it was doing great when I got the John Deere. And I don't know why I skipped over this all the time when I was going through that menu. It was going to be gone pretty soon off the menu. So, could have parked that there. You know, I'm going to actually abandon this here. Okay, that's nice parking. And the main reason I'm going to do that is because we're going to accept that ploughing contract. No, we're not going to look at that. We're just going to accept that. We're going to take the gear with it. We're going to get across the road without getting run over and killed and go and do it. Now, this is much bigger than anything we were going to have on our farm. Go on, say it. Cheater. You said you weren't using over. I said I wasn't buying over 210 horsepower for my farm, but that doesn't preclude you from using it in a contract. And we are allowed to borrow the equipment for the contracts. We're going to field 126, which is up beside our farm. Yeah, on the way up. So a decent contract. I'll collect my tractor after. You abandoned that on the side of the road. Terrible inconsiderate. Maybe it's broke down. Did we do a contract on this field already? I think we did. Whoa. Oh, no. Not looking. That's into someone's back garden. I actually thought there was a roadway in there when I was looking at the map. It's just showing the divide between the field. Yeah, big field. It's going to take a bit of time to get it done. Ah, yeah, we done the field up the other side. We didn't do this one. No, we didn't do it on this one. Let's see, what does it give in the headlands? That'll do. And fold. Let's get a line in the middle somewhere. Come on, give us a starting point. And off we go. Okay. Yeah, it will take a bit of time to do, but at least with this plough we'll get through it a bit quicker than if I was doing it with my own plough and tractor. So I'm kind of happy enough now that we made that decision. And yeah, I could have restarted on the end because it's a reversible plough. We'll do this the way the real... Oh, seagulls are back. Ah, hello, seagulls. It'll just take a little bit more time. Lower. There we go. Didn't quite get the end, but there you go. That'll work okay. We will be flipping it over when we go up and down the other ways, but at least it's going to work. And we'll get through this field. It won't be too bad. So that'll be our contracts done. I'll collect all the money once we have them done. Actually made on that sale. I actually did. Okay. Didn't think it was going to, but there you go. I made on that swap. Which sometimes you do. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. There you go. We need all the spare cash in the bank we can, because when we move into next month there might be nothing at all, and then definitely the following month there won't be. Anyway, for now, I'm going to get this field done and then move forward into tomorrow and start tethering, or start windrowing up our hay bales and get them off the field. And yeah, that'll be that will definitely be it for this episode, because it's going to take a bit of time. Hold on, I'm flipping it the wrong way. I didn't set the cruise control, and of course tractor started. Let's do that now. Cruise control. Drop it down to about 17. It's manageable when you're turning. You go too high and it is just too hard to get lined up and everything else because you're going too fast. Right, I'll knock this out and I'll talk to you then when I have the contract done and I'm collecting the money before I move forward into the second day of November. That didn't actually take too long. Oh, it clicked over. I went on to 99, then went straight on to complete. I wasn't going to bring you back in earlier. Okay. Right, so we have that done. We have our 3 contracts for the month done. We are sitting pretty on 64,000. And when I came back in here again, I realised I missed telehandler. We don't need it. A barrel of diesel for 130. I missed where's it gone? There's a Euro loader in here. There, look, missed it. Could have bought cheap. Anyway, that's what happens when you get sidetracked. Okay, 64. Collect. We're going up to 82, so we're just short of 18,000. That's okay. We're going to go and collect our star tractor. It should be just over here. Get back up, sleep, and start getting our hay sorted. Running down the back of all these houses. Here's the roads. Yeah, should be just there. There it is. Okay, so that's our 3 contracts done. Done, dusted, in the bag. And as I said now, it's all about just getting the hay off the fields. Get the baled up. We have our trailer. We have everything. We're doing okay. Bit of money there. Okay, I'll talk to you in what will be tomorrow, 2nd of November. Very misty, November 2nd morning. And we are just getting this grass windrow up. Ready for baling. So, should do okay out of this because the ground was 100% prepared, limed, everything, you name it, and it's loam as well. There is some silty clay or sandy loam, loamy sand, whatever, the yellow one, in part of this particular field. But in general, it was, you know what, I need to change the traction control then, or traction control speed. You know what I mean, cruise control. So when I lift it, it doesn't head off into the sunset. Lovely sunrise. You can't see the sun. It's up there somewhere, but it's really misty. I did actually start at after 9 o'clock by the time I started. I moved the clock on to 9:30 to try and brighten it up a bit. Slept on the lake, got up, it was still dark. And of course we're into November. So we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good money-wise after them contracts. So we're okay. We're covered off on all our our loans. We've no productions to pay for or anything like that. It's just our loan interest. And is there a production? Oh, there is production, but they're shut down now. So we'll have no productions from the cost from the greenhouses because they're not doing that at the moment. I'm toying with the idea of putting in something else, a little money earner, aside from the pigs, because I want to have all the food for the pigs first before I start putting them in. I don't want to be running short. I don't want to be buying pig food. Now, there is pig food in the second-hand market. There's a load of it I could buy, but I kind of want to do this by buying it, or not by, by making it rather than buying it. Let's stay online if I jump in here for a second. Let's see. There is loads of pig foods here. There's many bags, 7 bags in the second-hand market, but I'm not buying it. I'm just going to manufacture the pig food. I do have another bit of money-making income in the pipeline that I'm considering. But I'm not going to go into details here just now. I will, we're in what now? Episode 5 this is. I will update it in episode 6. And I will give you a brief, I'll give you a synopsis of what's on my mind and what I'm doing in episode 6. I'm still in the planning stages for it. But let's just say, Triple Threat Challenge, with all the bells and whistles I have on it at the moment, is going to get another layer added to it. You might think I'm mad, but look, it is what it is. I'll update you at the start of the next episode on that. But for now, I'm going to get this all windrowed up and get it baled up. I'll bring you back in when I'm finishing off the bale and we'll see how many bales we get out of it. Something quite satisfying about making nice little neat rows and fields. This used to be a job I used to hate doing, windrowing. Absolutely hated it. I think I was impatient when I started doing that at the start. I'm trying to rush through it and never putting down lines, GPS lines, and just thinking I could wing it and yeah, it'll be alright. And then when it would look horrible, it would annoy me. That's what I get for talking to you now. I'm missing my mark. Yeah, when I go back down. It was a job I never really enjoyed doing, even with the bigger windrowers. But no, kind of mastered it. Even using these ones where it stacks on one side and you go up, down one side and back up the other, and it kind of helps that there's no crops in the other field too, so you can turn on a tight enough circle without being too tight. So we're going to get this baled up. We'll see how many bales we have. Height of the market will be in December or January for selling hay. We've no livestock that will eat hay. I know I did make reference to the horse farm over there a few times. We have the money if we wanted to buy it, but I was really talking about future purchase down the road, quite a long way off. We've a lot of other stuff to consider first, and we will. But it's unfortunately we've loads of hay and pigs don't eat it. So it's not going to do us much good. Apart from making money from it, and we're okay money-wise, we've got to take into consideration there might not be contracts for 2 months, possibly even 3. And that will impact on us big time, because we are not running any live greenhouses during the winter months. We're shutting them down. Gonna play it as if it's winter and the greenhouses are not producing. Anyway, really happy with the way this went. It took an hour and a half, a little bit over, to do all 3 fields, to get them tidy. I'll just tidy that line up now when I go back around the one where I brought you back in and wasn't concentrating. And yeah, that has been enjoyable, believe it or not. Yeah, last little bit. Up you go, fold you up. And we're done. Right, time to get the baler and let's start making some bales. Here we go. Hey bales. And I remember to reset the counter. Take a guess on how many bales we're going to get. I would reckon probably, let's say 42. And looking how fast the first one's coming out, I'm going, maybe I'm way out, but no. First one is probably a much bigger windrow than the other ones because I picked up all the grass from the outside as well and that. So, okay, we'll see what we get. Once we drop these, we should be starting to get an indication of hay. We have, yeah, standing at 14,000 litres already, which is worth 900 at the top of the market. No, that can't be right, can it? Anyway, we'll see when we get it all done. I'll work away at this. I'll bring you back close to the end. Probably get the bales in. I'll need to put down some sort of bale storage, somewhere to store them or have a look at where I'm going to store them. We have the trailer for picking them up, which would make it easy anyway. But let me press on with this and get it done. We've no problems with time. We've no problems with the weather. It's just a case of, knocking it out and getting the bales off the field. And that will be the final act in this episode when we bring you back. Last 2 and a bit rows, we're done. It has been a nice day's work on the farm. Ooh, it just slows down the odd time when you turn. It doesn't do it all the time, but sometimes it just really drops off. But still, it's an upgrade on what we had. Yeah, it's after been a very productive episode, especially with the 2 upgrades. I know we made a little bit of money selling the Steyr, but we probably overpaid on it in the first place, given how small it was. We've more or less halved the hours on both the tractors, so it's given us less maintenance costs, and definitely this uses a lot less diesel than that Fiat did. So obviously, whatever way that Fiat was modded, it uses quite an amount of diesel. And I wonder how far out my prediction was on how many bales we had. Absolutely terrible prediction. I'll show you now how bad it was. Let's just empty them all out. Another one there too. Hold it up. Here you go. 67. And I said 42, so it's 25 bales out. So more than 50% out from what we had. In our time saving stock check, what does it give us? It gives us a value at the top of the market at the moment. There's not much to be gained by hanging on until January. It's actually showing they're going down. Let's see, all value stations. Value in all stations. Bale sell point, animal day, or bale sell point. There's 2 different bale sell points. So 61. So we get 32 if we sold them now. Like that's what really boosts up our income anyway, is that. Because you got to take solid fertilizer out with seed and diesel and lime, wherever lime is. You subtract them out of it, we don't have an awful lot of money. That's being honest with you. We have very little. But the whole idea of this exercise was wanted to start with fields with nothing in them and put a crop in them to get something out of them rather than I've watched everyone else the way they start them, and they all harvested that I've seen so far, harvested their crops and sold them and took the straw and sold it and that. I just wanted something different. I'm not saying I'm better because I've done it this way. I just wanted something different. Everyone has chosen their own way to do it, and I need to wash that before I put back in the shed. And then I'm going to get the bale trailer and get the bales off the field. I'm still trying to decide what way to store the bales or whether to sell them. That's being honest with you. I can't make my mind up what to do. Now, I do have other plans. As I said, come back in the next episode to see what other plans I have along with the triple threat challenge that we've already rolled. I do have a few other plans and stuff I want to do, which may or may not impact on whether we sell the bales or not, or whether we sell some of the bales or keep some of them back. So I think you can kind of gather from that we might need some of them to feed some livestock. But that will be decided before the next episode, and we will run through everything in the next episode, including an add-on I've added since I started the challenge to make the challenge a little bit more interesting for me anyway. Not that it wasn't interesting enough. Okay, now we're going to park that there. I'll lock that baler up. I can't see that coming out again next month for any contract work. And quick recap. 2 tractors swapped out for 2 newer tractors with less hours in them. Other than that, we didn't buy any other equipment. It was a nice find in the used market. And of course, we have our grass fields cut, baled, and I'm going to get the bales off the field now in a few minutes. And I will talk to you in the next episode. So for now, on Wola Zabierzowska, or Zabierzowska, episode number 5 in the bag, done and dusted. Join me again for episode number 6. See what I have planned, what I plan to do. And let's see how we get on as we move through the winter. So for now, all that's left for me to do at this point is to say goodbye for now until the next episode, and hope to see you there again. And of course, if you're not subscribed, please do, and please bang that like button. And thanks a million for hanging on until the end if you're still here. So for now, it's goodbye until the next time. Bye bye.